Praise the Most High in the name of Yeshua, the Most High in the name of Yeshua. We're going into the oil spill according to Bible prophecy and what's going on in prophecy when it comes to the oil spill. Some people have been asking me a lot of questions on this. I know we have a lesson coming up breaking down the Idumeans, but it's been pressing and it is Bible prophecy, so I thought we should go into it. Hey, make sure you calm down. Now, when it comes to the oil spill, there's a lot of stories out there. Okay, we have some key circulations that you can go online and see yourself. Of course, we all know that the true story about the true information when it comes to the oil spill is being covered up. It's being covered up big time. They would have you think that, you know, a rig just blew. Wasn't no big deal when they reported it April 20th, during the same time when most illuminist catastrophes happen in the earth. That's a big date for them, between April 19th and 18th. April 19th and 20th. But they made everyone believe. They made everyone believe that that this thing was just something small. When BP first reported it, wasn't a big deal. They was losing 1,000 barrels a day. That's what they claimed. Come to find out, they lied about that. The biggest problem is why didn't Barack Obama step in and do something about one of the biggest catastrophes that hit the earth? And it is. Some people say it's the next Katrina, but it's worse than Katrina. The residual impact of this particular catastrophe will, believe me, it's a billion times bigger than Katrina. And Barack Obama just sat back and let this thing happen. Why? There's a lot of theories out there. First of all, no one knows how an oil rig blew. That's the first lie. How can you not know? And you know America and the big business when it comes to their money, and the European business when it comes to their money. There's no way they could have not known what happened to this rig producing billions of dollars for them annually. That's number one. They more so distracted people from the real story, and I'm going to go into it in a minute and show you, according to Bible prophecy, where this fits and what does this mean. Do this oil spill have anything to do with the 144,000 of the children of Israel? No one would put that together, but yes, it do. But first, let me go over some of the stories that are out there. Then we'll go into the Bible. This circulation was shown to me. Mother of all gushers could kill earth oceans. Mother of all gushers could kill earth oceans. Now you might think, some of you might wonder, well, why would America want to play a part in such a catastrophic event? And what hands do they have in it, or the world governments and the world elitists that are controlling the earth? Keep in mind, everyone was waiting for a so-called big false flag this summer. You were looking for some big nuclear thing to happen, or something to happen where some Iranian attachment to some dirty bomb somewhere would go off, and people would say, okay, that's the sign. This right here was the false flag. But the false flag got out of hand. I'm going to show you that. This is what they planned. They have the borders already locked down with this immigration campaign that they've been campaigning in the United States for years, to put outside sources and UN forces to help with the borders, including Mexico's armies and foreign armies. They already had that locked down. But what could they do to lock down the rest of the borders? What about the Gulf borders? What about the Eastern Shore borders? They needed a catastrophe to call in UN help. So what bigger way to make it the world's business than tainting the waters that can affect the world? Then they can send in their philanthropists, their scientists, their army. Mind you, when the rig blew, Barack Obama didn't order scientists to go down to the rig. He ordered the Coast Guard. He ordered the Army, the armed forces to go there. So with this thing that happened with Katrina, now the president is able to circumvent state law and order a national emergency and circumvent any law that's on the books according to the Constitution to go straight to military. And that's where it's at. But they didn't expect this blow to be uncontrolled. They didn't expect that. What they didn't tell people is the amount of oil that's in this particular area underwater. Okay? I want you to read this here. This is the mother of all gushes, could kill Earth's oceans. And I need you to start at the original estimate.
The original estimate was about 5,000 gallons of oil a day spilling into the sea.
The original estimate was 5,000 gallons spilling into the sea. That was your original estimate. Read.
Now they're saying 200,000 gallons a day.
Now they're saying what?
200,000 gallons a day.
Now this is what they're telling people though. Now mind you, they have to give you a lower number because if you knew exactly what was going on, you would panic. Now they must put out information. That's a big chasm, 5,000 to what? 200,000? 200,000 barrels a day in the waters. And what people are living in the Gulf Coast. Now mind you, the same time this is happening, in Florida, there's an air base, an Air Force base that's shut down with countless numbers of UN vehicles waiting. Countless UN vehicles waiting for an emergency, but no one is saying nothing. What is UN vehicles, white vehicles, doing on the Florida coast? Why no one said? And the armed forces don't even own this. It's actually bought by an independent contractor who owned this old army base. No one's saying anything. Finish reading.
The original estimate was about 5,000 gallons of oil a day spilling into the ocean.
Spilling into the ocean, go ahead.
Now they're saying 200,000 gallons a day.
Now they're saying 200,000 gallons a day is being spilled in the Gulf Coast. Oklahoma, Louisiana, all these different areas. Florida. And see, these coasts make their money off of what come out of those seas. Off of the sea industry. Read.
That's over 1 million gallons of crude oil a week.
That's over 1 million crude a week. Now mind you, crude is not clean oil. Crude is dirty oil. You got sand, you got all these different iron, you have metals in it. All this is being released from the bottom floor of the ocean. Now mind you, man started this by drilling into the ground. Oil is a natural lubricant to the earth. Just like if you have a car and you have oil with metal, oil stops the friction. So when the earth turns on its axles, if you don't have oil in certain places, it automatically causes earthquakes also. Same thing. So the oil is a natural lubricant within the earth, so when the earth shifts, people don't get killed. So they're drilling down into this cavern, thousands and thousands of feet under the earth. And oil is being released, and they cannot control this. Read on.
I'm an engineer with 25 years of experience.
Now the person who did this article is an engineer with 25 years of engineering experience. Go ahead.
I've worked on some big projects with big machines. Maybe that's why this mess is so clear to me. First, the BP platform was drilling for what they call deep oil. They go out where the ocean is about 5,000 feet deep and drill another 30,000 feet into the crust of the earth.
So they go out 5,000 feet, and then they drill over 30,000 feet under the earth, under the bottom of the ocean. This is what they do. Read.